Okay guys, so what better way to start a decluttering video than to show you all of my clutter. So this is my old bedroom. I am relocating into the other bedroom. Oh, yeah, see there's my laundry and everything. I might end this video, no, I'm gonna make a different video because I don't want this one to be too long, but this is the room that I'm relocating into with all of my clothes. As you guys can see, I don't have a lot, and you'll see why. So, this is a declutter video. So, of course, there's not going to be a lot of clothes in my closet. I actually started the decluttering process years ago after I read Marie Kondo's book. I forgot the title, but basically it's about how to tidy up your home, like little tips on how to tidy your home. And that was what kind of got me started. By the way, guys, zip ties are the most amazing things ever created. These are wire hangers, and I am donating them. This is my donation box right here. And I've just been adding to it for like the last probably like 3 months. Ever since my ex moved out, I've been adding stuff into here. Most of the stuff is stuff that he gave me. Oh, I don't want that to get turny because somebody's going to like that. Most of the stuff is stuff he gave me or bought me. This jacket, which a lot of the stuff I love because I chose it. These shoes, I didn't choose the shoes. He bought the shoes, but this coat, which is gorgeous, and a few other things. Now, the reason that I'm getting rid of this stuff is not only because he bought it for me and we're no longer together, but because of the energy in which he bought me these things. I remember after we broke up, we got into an argument. He called me and we were arguing. And blah, 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 you know, argue. And then what comes out of his mouth is something about, I don't remember exactly what the argument was about, but basically, long story short, what comes out of his mouth is that he had this idea about me because when he met me, I had already decluttered a lot of my life. So I didn't have a lot of clothes and shoes. And he was the opposite. He liked to have a lot of clothes and shoes and whatever that was important to him, that showed status to him. And so for his woman to not be, you know, on the same level and want to dress and look nice all the time and have a whole bunch of shoes and a whole bunch of this and a whole bunch of that, he felt like his status was suffering. So that is the spirit in which he bought me the jacket and the shoes and the whatevers, right? It wasn't like, oh, this would look really nice on my girlfriend. Let me buy it for her. It was like, no, this would make her look nice next to me. This is what I want her to look like. Not let me support her in who she already is. Because if he was supporting me in who I already was or already am, he would know that I don't want all this stuff. I worked very hard to get rid of stuff like this. And then for you to keep adding it to my life shows that we are not compatible. That's one of the big ways that shows that we're not compatible. And so that's why I'm getting rid of the stuff. It's the energy in which it was given. Now, even stuff like this was not given to me by my ex. It was given to me by my mom. A lot of this stuff in here was either given to me. These are clothes that I'm getting rid of. Actually, now that I think about it, 100% of these clothes in here were given to me by somebody. No, actually, no. These I bought. These I bought. Those I bought. Okay. Not 100%, but maybe 90% of the stuff in here was given to me by somebody else with the energy, because my mom gives with that same energy. Oh, you don't have a lot of Do you have this? Do you have that? Oh, let me give you this. Let me give you that. And it's like, a lot of times I would say to her, like, I don't need that in particular. Like, that's not going to fit me, but how about we give it to this person? Because I think it would look really nice on them. Oh, no. So you can tell that she's not giving it with the intention of, with the right intention, with the intention of just being nice, just being kind. No, it's, oh, I think this person is needy, so let me give it to them. And now, so when you receive that item from that person and you wear it and you use it, because it doesn't have to be clothes, it could be an item, and you use it and you wear it, now that energy is stuck on you. So basically you're walking around with the energy of, I'm needy, I lack something, I'm not good enough. Whatever they thought about you when they gave you that item, that energy of that thought is in that item, and you put it on. That's why you feel weird sometimes. I remember one time I was living in this place and my mom had given me some stuff and I didn't like it. It didn't fit, or I didn't like how it fit or whatever. And, I didn't feel good about it. So I saw this girl and she didn't have a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know what she had going on. Maybe she was living the minimalist life too, but she didn't have a lot of stuff. And so, I'm just walking around trying to figure out, because I think that's all I wanted to do. I think that's everything that I'm getting. Oh yeah, I needed to go through. I don't know why I keep keeping these sunshades when I don't have a car. I don't want to get rid of them though. They will take up a lot of space. You see, like, that's the decluttering process. Making excuses for why you should not get rid of things. I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to get rid of them. I need to, off camera, I'm going to fold those back up and put those in the box properly. But I need to go through here. So let's go through here while I talk about the girl. So, see, like stuff like this, like an old license plate. I might need that though, because, yeah. Okay, let me get rid of that. Because if you guys knew the thought that I just had about why I'm keeping that. In my past life, guys, I was a criminal, apparently. But anyway, yeah, so I gave her the items with the energy of, I think you lack stuff. I think you need this because you're always in the same outfit. But also it was, I thought it would look good on her. I thought it would fit her nicely. I thought she would feel good in it. So it was partly because I thought she needed it, and also because I thought she would look good in it. And I didn't want to, I was going to give it away anyway. So why not give it to somebody who was right there? So I think I had partly like the partially right energy in giving. Okay, that's garbage. Let me make a garbage pile. All right, those are clothes that need to, I don't know why. I was actually looking for that top the other day. All right, stuff that I'm keeping, electronic stuff that I'm keeping, garbage. I don't know why I hold on to like random bags. This was the case for my webcam. This is a perfectly good Ziploc though. I'm going to keep that to store stuff in. But garbage. This is old Ziploc, but I'm still keeping it to keep stuff in. I still have this phone, so I'm going to throw that over there, put that back on the phone. That's electronic. This is a compass. I actually need to put this on my keyring. And then this, it doesn't work. And I think it can be refilled. Maybe I'll take it to the smoke shop or something today to see if I can get it refilled. So back to the story. She actually ended up giving me back because she was, very spiritual or whatever. She actually ended up giving me back that, she actually ended up giving me back that dress that I gave her. She was like, I didn't feel right about it. And I was like, okay, that's all right. I didn't feel any way about it because I understood, like, okay, you don't like the energy around it. I get it, because when people give me stuff, I feel the same type of energy. So I'm not going to fault you for that. I'm looking at this because I just had an idea of what I could do. When I was at the thrift shop, I saw like some planters about like this size, and they were really pretty, but they were like $3. And I know $3 is not a lot of money, but I just didn't want to buy them. And I just got an idea that I could use these little boxes that I kept, cover them up, like paint them or something, and make the same planter that I saw. So that is what I'm going to do with these. That's why I keep these things. There's a method to my madness. When I get stuff, there's a reason why my mind tells me keep that. And I think there's a reason why a lot of our minds tell us to keep stuff. And the way that we prevent ourselves from becoming hoarders, because the only difference between a hoarder and somebody who keeps stuff with a purpose is hoarders don't use the things that they keep. They just keep it and pile it on and pile it on and pile it on and pile it on. And then the shame and the guilt of not actually following through with the reason why they kept that thing in the first place piles on. And then they get more stuff and they get more stuff to cover that up. And that's where that comes from. But when you're actually intentional about why you kept something, I'm keeping this either one, because I know what I'm going to do with it right now, or two, because I know that later on down the line, there's going to be a use for it, then that's a totally different thing. I'm going to give you guys an example, and then I'm going to get off of this thing because it's hard to hold this camera. Actually, okay. Let me put this here because that is where, guys, I have stuff everywhere because I'm in the process of redoing my whole house. So, I'm going to leave these here because that's going to remind me to take, let me actually put these in my purse because that's going to remind me to take those with me when I go. But, what was I going to say? Perfect example. You see like these film things? I kept this one and ended up not needing it, but I also had extras of this one that's on the door. And that's the one that I threw out. And when I decided, because this wasn't always on the door, first, what was on the door? I had a curtain hanging on the door. I had these curtains hanging on the door. And I liked them on the door, but the thing is, they're see-through. And this door, I kind of wanted to keep the window feature because it has like actual windows that you could see out. And so, I kept going back and forth with myself about how to cover this and still preserve the prettiness of like being able to see out. So I wanted like the film, really that blue film that you guys just saw, is supposed to be one-way film. So I put it on, and in the daytime you can't see in, but at night you can see inside of my house. And so obviously that's not going to work, especially with me here living here by myself. So I just put a thing up there. I think I had a sheet up here for a long time. And then I was like, you know what? Since that film is already, because you guys can't really see it, but in the kitchen windows at the bottom, the same film is there. So I was like, let me use this film. Now, when I first, like I told you guys, I had leftovers of this. And when I first kept the leftovers, I was like, I don't know what I need it for right now, but something's telling me to keep it because I might need it later. And then, I was in a decluttering mood at one point, and I was like, you know what? I never use this. Let me just throw it out. And I was just in a mood, and I threw it out emotionally. And then I got the idea to put these on here, and I needed that extra that I had thrown out. Now, if I had kept it, I would have had the extra. But let me tell you guys what ended up happening still. It still ended up being really pretty. This is actually the remnants from my window blinds that I put. You guys could see in that other box, all those extras. I still have the extras. Let me show you what I did with it. So I put it here. So now it's on the door. Doesn't that look cool? That looks awesome, right? And then I also used some of it to cover up the top part. See, now you guys can see that the window is like that. It's kind of coming off a little bit, but yeah, I might fix it. I might not. That's the part that we argued about. Oh my God, my kitchen, guys, don't look at my kitchen. It's dirty. Oh, those are the wildflowers. I'm going to show you guys later a project of what I'm going to do with those wildflowers that I picked on my road trip. I haven't even uploaded that video for the road trip. But this is also in my other bathroom what I did with the extra remnants. So see, like you can keep the things. There's nothing wrong in keeping the things, but the extra part of it is use it. So that thing hanging, I got from Dollar Tree. The plants, I got from Dollar Tree. The pot, I think, was repurposed. And yeah, the stones, Dollar Tree. And the hanging things from the window are the remnants from my paper blinds that I bought at Walmart. And see, that was actually the paper blinds are actually a hack that I wanted to share with you guys. But okay, and then see, like this fireplace is ugly, right? I'm gonna do something over there. That's why the stones are there. But when I finish it, I'll let you guys see it. But yeah, so I think that's relevant to repurposing things. So that's why I put it. These I initially made to go in that bathroom that I showed you guys. They fit perfectly on the window, and that was going to be my covering, because that's why I said that. So these were initially on that bathroom that I just showed you. So this was what was covering that window over there. Yeah, that was actually a window that I showed you. So this was what was covering it. So I took it off and I put it up here. I actually need to fix that. It kind of doesn't want to stick. I'm gonna make it though. I'm gonna make it stick. But so I took it off, and it was actually, that's why I ended up having to do this, because there were not enough pieces to fit in the middle. So I'm like, shoot, see, if I had just kept it like my mind told me, then I would have, but then I wouldn't have gotten this idea to do this, which I think is even more pretty than covering the whole thing in the same film. So I say all of that to say, guys, no matter what decision you make, fear of better options is, if it's holding you back from making a decision, then don't allow it to, because that's crazy how you guys can't see the film now. But when I come closer, you can see it. Fear of better options is only a thing when you make it a thing. Better options don't just go away because you made a decision. For example, I made the decision to throw away the film, but look, I still got my better option. This was better than using that film to cover the whole thing. It would have still looked pretty, but now it looks even prettier to me. And I learned something. So fear of better options prevents us from learning a lesson. It prevents us from seeing, hey, what could actually happen if I go this way, if I do this thing? And fear of better options actually comes from our need to control things. It comes from an anxious standpoint. And so when we can let that go and just let it flow, then things come together naturally. There are infinite possibilities, okay? So you don't keep that. You don't keep that thing. And then you get to a point where you needed it again. Okay, something you did keep. You can use it. It'll come to your rescue, okay? There will always be something available for you to use when you need it. Regardless of if you make that option available or if the universe makes that option available. And I want to end right here with my beautiful view of my hammock and all of my clutter that's still on the floor. And, obviously, guys, I'll do an update of how things look once everything is organized and taken out of here. This categories game, before we go, I don't know what my attachment is to it. I feel like my tribe plays categories, and I'm just like waiting for them. You know how I've had that game for years, and the things that I let go were the things that I needed right now. And you know what? That lets me know I need to let that categories game go. All right, guys. So, bye.